As you know, I have written two books about data visualization, the functional art and the truthful art. I am in the process of writing another one. I also have a blog. So I would say that in total, by 2017 or 2018, I would end up probably having written like around 1,500 pages about data visualization, infographics, data journalism, data communication. But I usually tell people that everything that I have written so far and everything that I will probably write until I die about data visualization can be summarized, and data communication, as an extension of that, can be summarized in four very basic but very important principles. The first one is that any good graphic or any data visualization, or as an extension, any good data story needs to be based on good data. And just as a heads up to what Heather is going to talk about, you will see that getting good data, or you have already seen how hard it is to get good data and how to analyze those data correctly. Right? You need to double check, verify, you need to make sure that the data is actually measuring what it is supposed to measure, you need to make sure that the source is reliable, and so on and so forth. The second point is that a graphic and a good data story in general needs to attract people's attention, because otherwise nobody's going to take a look at it, nobody's going to read it. The third principle is that a graphic or a data story needs also to be clear, and it needs to be understandable. It cannot frustrate people after you have attracted people's attention. And the fourth principle is one of the most important ones. All of them are important, but I really like to emphasize the fourth one. A good data story, a good data visualization, a good infographic, any kind of representation of data, any kind of data story needs to show the right amount of data, the right amount of information. And why do I say this? I usually emphasize this one because I believe that we, people who are trained in journalism and in graphic design, have come to believe that data visualization is all about simplification. We need to simplify. People don't read anymore. People are distracted. They just want to get the main takeaways of the data. They don't care about complexity, etc., etc. I don't believe that that is true, and you will read why in the book chapters that we have provided for this course. I do believe that if complexity is well presented, people care about it and read it. Right? But also because I don't believe that data communication or journalism and data visualization is about simplification. It is about clarification. Sometimes we need to increase the amount of information that we show in order to make the story clear. Let me show you an example of what I mean. This is a graphic that was shown by Radio Televisión Española, which is the public television in Spain. Back in August 2013, Radio Televisión Española, the main news program of the public television station in Spain, broadcasted a very positive story, a story with very positive tone, saying that unemployment in Spain had gone down from 5 million people to 4.7 million people. And they illustrated this story with this line chart that you have over here. And it has a positive spin, right? It's good news. Unemployment is going down between February and August 2013. Is this story true, or is this story misleading? I would say that this story is extremely misleading because it is only showing two data points, and two very specific data points. And here comes one of the main lessons that you are going to hear about throughout this course. A number or a couple of numbers on their own usually mean nothing. You need to show the context of those data. Let me tell you what the context of this data is. Spain, a part of the GDP of Spain, a huge portion of Spain's economy depends on tourism. People go to Spain during the summer. People from other countries go to Spain during the summer to enjoy the many wonderful beaches that we have in Spain and visit the many wonderful places that we have in Spain. That means that unemployment in Spain is seasonal. Unemployment goes up during the winter and it goes down during the summer. And that seasonal pattern is extremely clear, but it is not clear here. Why not? Because The author of this graphic cropped the graphic incorrectly, showing a winter month versus a summer month. Take a look at what happens when we actually show an entire year of data from July 2012 to August 2013. You will see that the graphic below at the bottom shows that unemployment in July is really low because many people are working in tourism. It goes up during the winter, it goes down slightly in December because of the Christmas break, and then it goes up again during the rest months of the winter, January and February. February is actually the peak in unemployment in Spain, and then it goes down. This same pattern repeats every single year, up and down, up and down, up and down in the same months. And this is the pattern that gets hidden if you crop your data too much, if you try to simplify too much. So going back to the principles of visualization that I showed you before, never think about simplifying information in the sense of only reducing the amount of information that you present. Certainly, presenting a clear story in many cases involves simplifying, reducing the amount of information that you show. But as the example that I have shown you here already, I believe proves, sometimes you need to increase the amount of information in order to clarify your story. So always think about clarification, not just in terms of simplification. Anyway, I hope that you will enjoy this week. I hope that you will learn a lot. I will see you soon.